Crystal reports is also a suite of business objects. It is like a reporting tool. It is we can say like it is similar to web intelligence in terms of the options and all. It looks similar. If we know the basic concepts in web intelligence, we can apply the same here. But what is the difference here is like it is a used for highly formatting reports, like for having headers, footers, page headers, report headers. Everything is a highly formatted. Like if we have any bank statement that is having around maybe 1 year data having around 15 to 20 pages, the structure will be same. Like it maintains some format. So in the similar way, Crystal Reports maintains that formatting. So it is mostly used for financial reports. I did not work on any project where we are using Crystal Reports, but there might be some projects working with Crystal Reports also. If you see here, this is a tutorial points page where they have explained about Crystal Reports. Here, if you see query filter, queries, data sources, time-based filters, sections, groups, if you see all these terminology, we have already seen in our web intelligence. So it is more or less same. The functionality will be same, but the look and feel and where we apply all those things will be different. So if we are thorough with web intelligence, we can apply the same in our Crystal reports also. And we can export Crystal reports to Excel or Word. We have those formats available. Same conditional formatting. But it is not that much easy in Crystal reports. Means for some scenarios, for conditional formatting, in web intelligence, we have a option like a conditional formatting tool and all. The tool, we go there, create a new rule. We will give some values and automatically it will generate its code and it will give the highlighting as we have given. But here we have to write our if conditions with using some syntax. Like if we want to use conditional formatting, right click the report, click format result object element, select the property on which you want to apply conditional formula, click on it and it will open formula workshop. There we have to write the formula. After writing the formula, we have to close it. So if you see here formula is there. This is for conditional format. In this example, if you can print total price greater than 60,000 in green and below 60,000 in red, this can be passed in formula workshop. So here we have to write this formula like this. If project total price is greater than 60,000, then CR green means color green. Else if less than 60,000, then CR red, else CR black. So in this way, we have to write the formulas using if for the conditional formatting. So for everything, it will be like that only. We also have interactive filters, same as in our report filters in web intelligence. Data, we have to go to data, then we can see this query filter or interactive filter. Interactive filter is like a report filter. Query filter is like document filter, which we apply in the query level. When we are including the objects, so we apply some filter for year and all, right? So that is a query filter. So if you want to add any interactive filter, click on this add filter, select first object from filter, which object we want to select, operator parameter, customer name equal to, if you want to apply any customer name as filter, then we will use that interactive filter. So when that parameter is selected, we can click on OK. If you have selected list of values in a parameter, it will ask us to select a value from the drop down list and it will be changed accordingly. That is about filters. Here variables also, it is like a kind of a coding we have to apply, like local variable, global variable, shared variable. I don't think we will be using this crystal reports in all the projects. In these 10 years, I worked on all the PO projects, but I didn't get any project where we are working crystal reports. If it is some specific to crystal reports, we might have to learn and do. But most of the projects, they work using web intelligence, IDT, and dashboards and SAC like that. So we will just go through like what are all the options and how the look and feel of the crystal reports in today's class, and we will wind up the training. The sections and groups are very much similar to what we do in our section. Is like this section is different from the section that we worked on in web intelligence. Section is like actually crystal reports by default provide these 5 main sections: report header, page header, body means it is a data, report footer, page footer. These are the main 5 sections. If we want some more sections to add in between these, then we can insert section in any of the report, select the section, right click and insert. So after inserting the section, we can name it as a section 4 or something, and to keep a section from breaking across pages, so we can keep the sections and we can do the formatting accordingly. So if you want to insert something in the sections, if you want to add any other data or charts, then we might need to include the sections based on our requirement. Actually, in crystal reports, we will get the requirement template, like I want to show this in a footer, this in header, this in body. I want this kind of template in my report. They will give that. So based on that, we have to design our headers, footers, body, and sections. Groups is like categorizing the data into kind of groups. Same as in our web intelligence, we can create groups on top of state, so that region name, if they have created on top of region name equal to, so we can put some formula here, New Delhi, something like that. We can create our own groups, or we can apply group on existing columns also. Cross tab. If we want to cross tab, we can include cross tab, and we can give what is the column, what is the row, total, delegated bonus, that kind of thing. Column, we can have a multiple dimensions as column. So these are the options that we can give if you want to go for a cross tab. We can also use some templates which we have recently used, or which are there under feature templates. We can search and use the templates which already used by our project. Actually, these reports are highly formatted, so in one project we will use a standard template to work on reports. These are the kind of options available in crystal report, like do we want to save data with report or without data? So there are so many options available. Let me show you how we can access crystal reports through Launchpad. We usually click this URL, Launchpad URL, and we log into this, right, every day. And here, if you want to create web reports, we can click on web intelligence here, or from applications here, or we can directly go to documents and new document, maybe it will automatically come up. But if you want to create a crystal report. This green diamond symbol is a crystal reports for enterprise. So you can click on this. Actually, for the first time, it will ask you to download. If it does not start, if we already download, we will get this symbol, launch designer.bclp. If we did not download for the first time, we have to click here to download. Then we can open so that we can access. So as we are already connected to our BO system through Launchpad, once we launch this crystal report designer, we don't need to give again the credentials of the system because we are already connected to the system and launching. So that's the best part of it. So it will ask, choose a data source type, which data you want to connect to. There are several options available. We can we can connect to Universe or SAP BigQuery, Analysis View, HANA View, or Relational Connection. Anything like a connection by any particular vendor, we can, based on the requirement in our project, we can connect to our resources. As for the first time, you have to select Universe and give the eFashion Universe. As I already selected, it is showing like a previous connections. Select previously used connection. So eFashion.unx. Next. So here also, if you see, this is the query panel of Crystal Report. This is very much similar to what we see in our Web Intelligence query panel. So what are all the objects that we want to include in this report? We can include same as we done in our Webby. Year, quarter, sales revenue, state sales revenue. Let's include these objects and run the report. Finish. So if you see here, operation in progress, formatting. So if you see here, this is the 5 sections of a crystal report. Like report header. This is the report header. Page header. This data all comes under body. This is the page footer. So under page header, we can see this date, this page 1 of 3, this date. So this is already included by default. This is if you click on this, you can see like what is this cell, modification date, when is it last modified. This is print date, when it is last print, and it is a page number, like page 1 of 3. This report has total 3 pages and it is the page 1 of 3. It automatically comes up, and if we want to include any other defined cells, we can include that. You see here, content local. Let me put in the page header, EN-US. So English US, the language that we are using is English US. So that is the meaning of EN-US. So this is all are already predefined objects like content local, data date, data time zone, who is the author, file author. I think it is empty here. Delete. File creation date, group name, group number, like this. These are some predefined objects. Already formula has written for this. These all are coming with the Crystal Report tool itself. We can use them as it is. This is about predefined objects which we can try to include in our report header or page header. This page number we can include here, or in the page footer also we can include. So that is about this. And the view that we are seeing is the page view. So that means the data we can see in the page view. We also have another view, that is a structure view. In structure view, we can only see the structure of the report. See, report header, page header, body, report footer, page footer. In body, what we have is year, quarter, state, sales revenue. In the report footer, there is a sum of sales revenue. So what is the total sales revenue is displayed in this here. Page header, report title, content locale, file author, page number, print date, modification date. These all are part of page header. This is a page footer. We can include, if you want anything to include, we can include it from here. Instead of going into the view mode, we can include the same page number, page n of m, here in the page footer. And if you go to page mode, we can see in the footer also now the page number is being displayed. This is the page footer, it is being displayed. So crystal reports are very highly formatted reports. If our requirement is like that, we can go ahead and create crystal reports. If you see here, these are all options that we have. Grouping is, we can insert or change groups, we can insert line, text, box. This is all about insert. We can insert totals, insert cross tab. Likewise, format, these are some format options. If you select something, I think format will be, yeah, these are, we can see this conditional formatting. If you go to conditional formatting, we have to write some condition like the number, the formula, then we can apply what should be the format of that. Data. Under data, we have this groups, sort, query filter, interactive filter, formulas. Interactive filter is like a report filter. Add filter, year equal to, choose value, some, we will give some these are the options that we have in the parameter. Allow multiple values, or discrete, or range, prompt value optional. So these are several options available for the interactive filter. And query filter is same as this. Here it will show us again the query panel. We did not apply any query filters here. If you want to apply anything, we can put year equal to 2015 and say finish. So it is only 2015 data, we have it now. This is about instead of equal to, we will put in list of values. So we have now around, if you see here, these are the number of records that we have, 93. So this is all body. This is in the page mode. We can see the data like this. This is the footer. This is the body. This is the page header. This is the report header. Report footer will be, if you see here, 1 of 2. This is the first page. If you want to see the next page data, you have to click on here. And if you see the sum is already aggregated, the total sum of sales revenue is being displayed in the report footer. So the total report data is being displayed here in the report footer. Page 1 of 2. Now if we want to want to include something, let's go to structure, data, groups, group by state. If you want to group by state, we'll give like this. And now we will go to page mode, and you see the data is distributed according as per the state. California, this total data is grouped by California. for all these years, quarters, California, sales revenue, Colorado. So the data is grouped by state as we have applied group for state. So, and what else we can do is let's go to structure mode again, and let's have some chart. Insert chart column. If you are inserting in the group, it is just showing us this, like we have to drop objects. What is the category? What is the total? So let's put category as year sales revenue. Now it is only under the data tab. We have a show chart tab also. So what we want to show on the chart? Do we want to show the lesson, title, subtitle, data labels? So whatever we want to display, we can display by checking it, and then we will apply show chart. So it is in now currently under structure mode, so we will not be able to see proper data. We have to go to, and we will try to reduce it because it is going out of report. So if we want to do everything like this design thing, we can do in the structure mode, and once we are comfortable with the look, then we can go to page mode and see the data. Let's see whether we have this. Yeah. If we want this data to table to appear before, then so this is like year wise sales revenue, sorry, state wise sales revenue for all these years in a table format and also in chart format. So first let's have data in a table format, and we can have the data, see the same, we can see the same data in a chart format for more visualization purpose in this structured report. So it will be repeated for every state. If you see here, as we have included states, now the page number got increased from 2 to 5. Next page, third page, Illinois, New York. So in this way, we can create highly formatted crystal reports using this crystal report tool. It is like a highly formatted one. So if you see here, this report header, page header, So we have to adjust with these settings, and we have to put like before that I was getting so much of space here, so that we can decrease or increase. It is not looking good, so we can decrease that much space. And this California format font, let's give some nice color with 12. It is very much touching there, so let's put in a neat manner. So we can format each and individual element like that. So now the report looks little better, because before that it was in black color and with a very light shade, so that it is getting merged with this. Now we can see like, okay, this table of data on this chart is for California for year-wise sales revenue. So in the likewise we can create number of reports using crystal reports. Anyway, we will be provided with the template that they are expecting, with the objects that they are looking for. So based on the template, we have to follow the template and create reports on top of that. If you want to include any picture also, we can include, but if we have any company logo, we can include that image as picture here. So it's about this crystal report. Let me save report with data. Yeah, let's discuss about this cascading prompt. This option will be there in our universe also, web intelligence also. So I'll explain what is the concept behind it. Cascading parameter groups allows us to arrange our parameters into group, which provides a cascade of filter choices. Like if we have cascading filters means, if we have two filters, like for hierarchical objects, like country and state are two filters we want to apply on our report. So country is a higher level, state is a lower level. So if we apply them as a cascading filters, the functionality will be, we will select country as New York. So whatever the states that are under New York will should apply, but it should not give the states of all the all North America, East America. I mean, all America countries we are not expecting. We are expecting only New York. So based on the selection of country, the second level state values should change. So that is the purpose of cascading prompts. So based on, if we select state and we also have a prompt a filter for city, so based on the selection of state, the cities which come under that state only should be visible in the city prompt, not the other way around. So that is possible using cascading prompts. If you see here, if you select India as a country, region means the city names of that India will come, but it should not come cities from other countries. So that is the purpose of cascading prompts. Yeah, this is the report that I have created and saved in my local. Let us see if we are able to open this one. Go to crystal reports, and from there we will open. So to go there, SAP business intelligence, BA platform 4, launchpad. Here you can click on crystal reports. Here it got launched. It's opening. So it's connecting to the repository. It's connected. These are last save. Maybe if you want to, it got some error and it now it got recovered. So instead of that, we can open these reports also. We got our report back and we can save. We can export to, excuse me, export to our documents also or save as local file. Only we can save as a local file under our documents. And if you want to open something, we can open it from here. If I want to open some other report, I can open from this here also. What are the data sources? Yeah, the data sources it accepts are can connect to multiple data sources that include to Universe, SAP BigQuery, any relational connection, HANA view, or Excel spreadsheets. So to connect to data source, we can go to File, New. From data source, we can select whatever we want and we can add. If we choose a universe, a query panel opens and we can add objects to query filter to generate a report. It is these are the different types of export options we have available, like Microsoft Excel, PDF, CSV, XML, plain page, HTML. So these are all options that we can export our report to. What else we have? These are more or less similar to Webby only, but it's with a more formatting and it's like it is not very much flexible like Web Intelligence. We have to go by rules and all. For formulas and variables creation also, it is a little bit different and complex compared to Webby. These are some time-based filters. Time-based filters used to filter the value of specific objects between certain periods of time. When you add a date dimension to query filter, you can use between operator. So if you are using some dates between, we can apply and we can give some list of value, select some from date and to date from the list of values. This is known as applying time-based filters in the report.
So apart from Crystal report, which one do you think the companies use most?
Web Intelligence is the most widely used reporting tool. As from my experience, in all the projects we are using Web Intelligence because it provides all the reporting needs. Like for all the projects, they use monthly reporting and weekly reporting. They check their data and analysis, right? So the reports having huge data also it can be handled by Webby. So Web Intelligence is the mostly used one. And these days, if you don't want that much data, but if you want visualizations for higher level data, like dashboards with all the charts and all, then Tableau and SAC are preferable. If you want data in a report format and we want more data for our analysis purpose, then web intelligence is preferred.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
For reporting needs, I think no tool can, what we say, I mean, no tool can dominate web intelligence because it has so much of, it can handle so much of data. It can export to Excel. So for people like supervisors, IT supervisors or auditing team or compliance team, if they and our sales team, if they want to analyze monthly data and if they need to take the decision accordingly. So for all that purpose, Webby suits their requirements.
Oh, all right.
Just, able to open, cannot be opened by the okay. The format that I have saved was RPTR. It cannot be opened by the Crystal Report Designer. Can use SAP Crystal Reports viewer or some other version, server-based viewer on a SAP Business Intelligence platform to view RPTR files. Okay. I think the convention was different. That's why I'm not able to open that. It's okay. It is more or less similar to our open a local file. So .rpt Crystal Report Convention, it saves the reports with .rpt. I can open this report. So this is the report that we have created in today's class. That's all about Crystal Reports. I don't think I can add any other topics here because the backend concept is same except the visualization, how we, or except the application, how we do this here.